Hello. Hi, Manas. Mm, Hi, Manasa.
Hi, Rohit. Good morning.
Good morning.
Panel 5 minutes.
Okay,
Just we'll yeah, you can turn off the camera and we'll be joining in 5 minutes.
sure.
from your side, stack wise and last project?
Yeah, sure. I mean, so like I'm having around 4.5 plus year of experience as a Java backend developer. And since I joined like the industry, I'm working as a backend developer mostly only. So we are using like Java 21, Spring Boot microservices, Docker, and Git and all. And the recent project, like currently I'm working on an automobile project for Stellantis. So where Stellantis have a like around 12 car brands, and currently they are using like the software provided by the Harman and the Huawei to connect the user with their car. So they are developing their in-house product like currently. So we are working on it, and it's in development stage, the project. So this is a microservice-based architecture, and we have a lot of microservices. So we are like I'm working one of the microservice which we are calling this middleware. So from there, like we are getting the request from other microservice, we are processing. We have all the endpoints like from the create, post, put, and all. So we are doing the operation, then we are sending the response back, or we are using the event-driven architecture there as well. So yeah, this is the current project like I'm working, and the previous one related to the healthcare project. I was working in the Kelvin Global Solution.
Okay, 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 nice. We'll start with technical discussion. Which version of Java you are comfortable with?
Right now, like I'm comfortable with Java 21 as well. Right now we are using Java 21. So I worked with the Java 8, 17, and right now 21.
Okay, okay, cool. Okay. So, what is the advantage of using functional programming in Java or any language as such? So, what is your view?
So functional programming, earlier like to write a code or something, like we are using a lot of lines of code. So in the function, like we can concise the lines of code first of all, like so it will look like good. And the second is Java provided a lot of inbuilt method of function. So instead of writing the boilerplate code, so we can use directly like the functions. So this will be good in terms of the when someone is reviewing the code as well, and in terms of writing the code like clean and clear code.
Okay, okay. So, okay. Let's say I have a list of employees. Okay.
Mhm.
Now I want to find out the employees whose salary is greater than 1 lakh.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, how to do with string APIs?
So when you about find to an employee whose salary is 1 lakh, so what we'll do, like we will take the list, we will perform the stream there. So list dot stream dot first we will like uh, mm, first we will like string of filter. After string, like we directly can use the filter. So we can in the filter we can give the predicate like the employee, and we can use the lambda, and we will have like the getter. So where we can write suppose employee dot get salary. So we will use like the greater sign there. So if the cell is greater than this, then we will get the all the filter, like all the employees which are having the salary greater than 1 lakh. Then we can collect after this.
Good, good, perfect. Right, good. Okay. What is the use of map method? Do you remember that map
Yeah.
method?
Map is used to transform the state, the one object to
Mhm.
another. So suppose when we just want to do perform when we just want to do some operation on the salaries based only, so we can use we can extract from employees the salary, or we can do some other operation like from one state to another state when you want to perform.
Mhm. Okay, okay, okay. All right. And what is the use of generics in Java?
So generics is used when we are not sure at runtime what will be the type, uh, like in terms of like typecasting, like we use the generics. So like at the runtime, like it will decide like what is the type of like the values, like the list of or something.
Okay. So okay, the type is determined at runtime. Okay. All right. Any idea how hash map works?
Yeah. So
Mhm.
hash map is like it's not a thread safe. So and it's keeping like the like the vacant side, like it's using the key value pair to insert. And
Mhm.
when there is like two different objects, like and equal method is not checking, like it's returning false, but like the hash code is same, so there will be collision. So at there, like it will use the list of bucket to insert the element. And
Mhm.
yeah, and after Java, it like they are using like if the list is greater than the eight elements, I think, then it will restructure like the data into the red directory for like for faster operations.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Yes. Right. And any idea what is concurrent hash map?
Concurrent, like it's a thread safe hash map where like
Mhm.
they are using like the segment wise locking. Suppose like for the get operation there is no locking, but when it's come to the put method, like there is a locking will be there. So like at a time only one thread can access, like can do the operations, and it will not lock like the gate one. So get multiple thread can access the gate, like can read the data.
So lock is on the whole hash map or a segment?
No segment, like.
Okay. Okay. Cool. All right. Uh, any idea what is computable? What is computable future?
Uh,
We heard of.
Yes, like so, compatible feature like we are using when it's come to the when we want to the do the parallel operation, or like we want to like when we want the faster execution. So compatible feature like it will use the function pool like to create the thread, like it will take care of the life cycle of the thread, so user no need to create their own thread and maintain. And it will return like it will use like in the async programming where like the main thread will not wait for the operation, like it will not block. So once the all the operation will done, we have the method uh, like apply method and all. So it will collect like all the response like there. So
Okay.
like in the
Okay.
async programming we are using.
Got it. Got it. Nice. What is checked exception versus unchecked exception? Can you give some example?
So checked exception, like it's a compile time exception. So suppose
Mhm.
like we are doing any operation like reading the file IO, so it will come like IO exception. And we are using like any SQL operation like the DB side, so this is also checked exception. So and the unchecked, like it's a runtime exception where like we don't know like when the exception will, like it can occur or not occur. So like invalid data exception, or like something argument not like this exception will become like.
Okay. Okay. All right. Uh, okay. What are solid principles? What is this coding principles it talks about? Any idea
Yeah.
about solid?
Yes. So solid,
Okay.
like it's a single response. Like we have the acronym. So like S stand
Mhm.
for
Okay.
single responsibility. Like where suppose we are creating a class, so the class should be meant for like only particular operation. Like if we are just doing like a student, so it should handle all the operation related to the students only. if we have like another requirement, then we should go to the another class. So it will come as a like single responsibility. And O for open course principle, suppose like we created any class, so in future like if any requirement will come, so we can extend, like we need to extend like the class, so we can add the additional functionality instead of modifying the existing one. And L for list of substitution, so where like we have two class like parent and child, so the child class should be able to replace like the parent class whenever we are using. And SOLI, and
Mhm.
the I for interface segregation, where like suppose like we have a big interface which are having a lot of method, so it says like we need to divide like the interface, so like in the future like when any child class will implement the interface, so it should not be like okay, we need to implement all the method which are unnecessary as well sometime. So it will says like you need to divide the or with the different interfaces. And D for uh, dependency, D for it's like a depend. I'm just confused
Okay,
with
no
the
worries,
reason.
no worries, no worries. Rohit. That is fine. All right. So let's move on to Spring. Okay. So for Spring, so why we need Spring as such for application development? What do you think? Why we should use? Can
Uh,
we can do without Spring also, but then if we want, why we should use? What is the benefit we are getting? Every day we are learning new Spring modules, right?
yeah.
Hmm.
So the main is like I didn't work with the like without Spring, sorry, like with the industrial project, especially. So when I was in my college, like we are using the Java EE, so where we need to do a lot of configuration to develop a project from the scratch. Like we need to handle the configuration, we need to handle like how the object been created and all. So Spring will resolve this all issue. Like it will handle the external configuration, it will handle like how the bean will created. So it will give us the ready-made architect, like we can assume. So where like the user, the developer need to focus on like the core functionality instead of writing like the configuration, checking like the dependencies and all.
Okay,
So
that is one advantage of starter forms. You're
yeah,
saying probably. Okay. So apart from starter forms,
apart from that, like with the Spring, we can. Apart
what
from
is the
that.
main advantage of Spring basically? Like what is the principle?
So Spring will provide us like inbuilt like the server, and also like
Mhm.
we can just like write the code and create the APIs, and directly like we can use like the default some server as well, like the Tomcat and all. So yeah, it's like a standalone application we will get like from the Spring, where just like in minimum time like we can deploy as well, like create and deploy.
Okay. Well, what is IOC container then?
So inversion of control, like where normally we are creating the object, and we are assigning like okay, there we need the object. So instead of user creating the object and assigning, Spring will
Mhm.
take care like with the help of the IOC, where like just we need to annotate like where we want the object. It will create the object and it will assign there.
Okay. Okay. So if that is what we think, okay, then even factory pattern is also creating object for us, right? Factory pattern. Let's say if I'm using a factory pattern,
Mhm.
then what's the difference between factory pattern and Spring?
So factory like there is different. So. Normally like Spring will do this all the things like when the Spring starts. So but in the factory like at the final time, like what we can say, like run time, whatever we want, it will give. So I think there's this difference only, in the factory, like we will, like it will decide the object, like which object will should call at the runtime. But in the Spring, it will do in the starting only.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that is one answer is right. But can we say that Spring is also using factory patterns?
Yeah, we can say.
Okay.
Yeah, it's creating the object, and we are assigning. So at the runtime, like it will assign the object there.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. Now assume that we have to create one JSON parser, okay, JSON parser object as a bean,
Okay.
so that I can define that as a dependency in all my services. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So now how to create this bean or where to write this bean where I need a JSON parser object. So how to provide it
Mm, we need the object at all the places. So
in all services, right? Let's say at the service we have.
mhm.
So we will need JSON parser there, which will create hierarchy based object from JSON, right? So all those. So now we need this object. Let's say singleton. Okay.
Mhm.
So how to create this bean?
So normally, Spring will create the default singleton bean, and when it's come to the JSON parcel, so we will use the configuration classes where we will define our own bean. So Spring will
Okay.
go through the path, and it will search, okay, is there any bean need to create it? So it will create the bean, and where we want, we will use the @auto on the field level or the constructor level to assign the object to use other services.
Okay. Okay. That's right. You said that we will define that in the configuration file.
Yes.
Right. So how we you will define, like, is there any annotation for that?
Yes, first off, in the class level, we will annotate the class with the red configuration. So Spring
Okay.
will
Okay.
understand, and from we will write the method from where we are returning the bean. So the method we will annotate at the red bean.
Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Okay. Okay. So right. So you mentioned constructor injection and field injection. So which is better?
So constructor injection we are preferring because when the class will load, so at the time all the it will assign the values the object. Sometime there might be a circular dependency, so constructor will handle this easily.
Okay. Got it. Right. Okay. Rohit, can you open the notepad on your machine and then share the screen, please?
Sure. Let me know once it's visible. I mean,
Yeah, yeah, it's coming. Yeah, notepad. Okay, so yeah, now we will we'll do small coding exercise. Okay, so let's say we'll write a string s1 is equal to abc.
string as equals to ABC.
Yeah, s1. Okay,
Oh, sorry. Okay.
no worries. Yeah, and string s2 is equal to abcdef.
String is to- Okay.
Okay, now what I have to do is I have to see if how is s2 does s2 has s1 or not. So that is what I want to find out. S2 has S1.
Okay. Mm, So, there is some inbuilt method as well. But sorry, like I missed that like the method. And the second, we can use the two-pointer approach here. You want to write the code?
So 2 point, what is it? Two?
I can use like the pointer approach here, where
Okay.
I will
Mhm.
use like the first character and I will check like whether it exists or not. If it exists, then I will move the second character. Like I will come to the
Okay.
B.
Okay.
So if B
Okay.
is not there like this,
Let's write the code for that here.
okay, sure. So, so this is method. Exactly if you want, or can I do like
Yeah, Java syntax is not important.
okay, okay.
So I'm looking for the actual logic.
So first, I will check if the length is different. Uh, um, this one is um, student should be greater than actually. So this is the first where I will return like if the second length S2 length is less than the second sorry is, is less than the S1, then directly I will return, and else like I will use the first pointer P1 equals to 0 and title 2 I will
So return false, right?
oh
Follow,
yeah yeah I will return
right?
any something or
True or
you
false? False, right? It is definitely cannot have.
now I have this string and this string, so while
If okay.
uh,
So after return false, you will close the. I just wanted. Okay.
oh,
Okay.
sorry, just focusing on the next logic. So
No worries. No worries. Yeah. I'm just
P1
helping. Okay.
P1 less than S2 dot okay, and I will what I will do um, P1 and the same I will sufficient to and what is the best zero and here if S2 here at all P1 equals to S2 here at P1, then I'm going to increase P plus plus and P1 plus plus and and hence I will reset the P1 um, will set the P1 to um, equals to 0 again or P1 plus plus is one, uh, it will be one last one. So T Uh, yeah, I just did this one. So let me take you. First, I'm checking the length. So making sure we are just checking the S1 is in S2 or not. So if S2 length is less than S1, then we are returning false. And in the second, I'm taking this 2 point. So one is P and P1. So this P1 will go through with the first string S1, and the P will go to the first to S1, and the P1 is like for the S2. So I'm using the while loop. So where P1 should be less than length of the second string, like it will work till this length. And just checking if S1 dot caret to S2, if both are same like the character, then I'm increasing the P1 as well and the P as well and the P1 as well. Or if it is like in any case this is not equal, then I'm assuming the I need to start the S1 from starting as well. So I'm initializing the P again to the 0. So I can start with the starting again. Or conversely, I'm increasing the P1 as well on the same. Or at the end, I'm checking if S1 length is equals to P1. In the last scenario, like the P1 reached to the last character or not. And on the same, I'm using the double end to make sure the last character is also same as last of the character of first is S1 and S2 both are same. If it is same and both the condition matched, I'm returning like the two, like the S1 is in S2.
Mhm. Mhm.
There might be like optimal solution, but as soon as like I got this point while loop one.
Okay, okay. So this will give contains or not, right? Okay.
Yeah, it will
Can it?
return.
Okay. Okay. Why for the first loop, for the
Mhm.
first while condition, right? So do you want to optimize this line?
Sorry, Amit, can you please repeat?
Can we optimize this condition?
Can be optimized
Even less than S2 length, right? So is there any way we can optimize it?
mm, if we don't know might be like the AVC will be at the end, so we need to traverse the string S2 from starting to like the meet condition. Uh,
Mhm.
So in this condition, suppose the if ABC will go after DEF, then we need to, this while condition should be perfect. It will traverse one
Okay, okay, I
element.
understood. Understood. Last also is possibility. So last three digits or three characters also needs to be checked for sure.
Uh, right now, no, uh, right now P1 dot length, TT of P1 to S1. Yeah, we can check one thing we will add one additional if where if this element reached like it found, then we will return from directly like in the starting only.
Okay, okay, got it. That is also fine. Yeah. Um, okay. Okay, Rohit, this is good. Right. So let's move on to. Okay. So can you tell about like advantages and disadvantages of microservices?
So advantage and disadvantage. Yeah, in the microservice, we can break the big project into the smaller chunks. So we can independently deploy, test, and use the microservice. So this is
Mhm.
the one, and the second is we have we have like per DB per microservice, like they have owning their separate DB database. So it's not depend
Okay.
on others, so we can use and easily we can implement any new feature without breaking like the entire application, entire service. um, yeah, and
Okay.
when it's come to the disadvantage, like we need a number of peoples and the management, like we can manage these different features tracking wise, like might be difficult. And like, um, yeah, and like when it's come to any deployment of critical feature, if any bug or something, so might with like the entire microservice will break, like if we will go with the monolithic. So this is the like advantage in microservice. We can easily handle the fault tolerance and all.
Okay. Okay. Disadvantage.
Disadvantage, like if disadvantage of microservice. We need a lot of resource, like in the disadvantage.
Mhm.
And like tracking purpose sometime like might will be issue, because there is an intercommunication between the microservices. Might be like some other microservice will doing something which might impact our microservice, so somehow like the conversation related. So this only, and there will be a huge resource like we need to provide.
Okay. Okay.
um, yeah, like team wise, this only I.
Okay. Cool. All right. What is API gateway? Any idea about that?
Yeah, we have API Gateway, but it's with the other teams. So API Gateway, like in my project, how we are using, like we have the mobile application, we are calling Space. So when a client is calling, suppose create a remote action in the car, like open a door. So the request will come to the API Gateway. API Gateway will analyze. Okay, it will validate the request. It will check the security purpose, the authentication, this whole, and it will route like to the particular microservice. So if the API gateway is not there, then the client should don't know like where the request will go. Like it's a mashup. So API gateway will route like the request to the particular microservice with the help of the
Mhm.
API, the URL, and yeah. This one.
Okay. Okay. You mentioned about, so what is the JWT token?
So JWT token we are using to validate the request, the user. So JWT it's having three part. We have headers, body, and the signature. So this all will come in the encoded form, and yeah, to authorize the user to validate the request, like we are using this. Not having much
Okay.
this one, because it's already developed in the application, so didn't got
Right,
ahead
right,
of chance.
right. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just expecting like a basic understanding of a token. Like, okay, cool. No worries. Okay, so microservices. So how the different microservices communicate with each other?
Uh, we are using two-way in my project. Like we are using the Fang client for the synchronous communication. We are like
Okay.
directly like we are hitting the other microservice endpoint. And the second one is we are using the asynchronous communication where we are using at the last like the Kafka. So this is like in another service like we have this Kafka where like we did all the operation and we are sending uh, the payload to the topic. So and I worked on the REST template as well in my previous project and the RabbitMQ. So this two type of
Mhm.
communication we used.
Okay. Okay. All right. Um, okay. Okay. So Rohit, I'm done with the interview. Okay. So for my next step, I will just so I will update the feedback to HR as well now, and then if there from my side, if there is a next round, but so if there is next round,
Mhm.
so yeah, you will. This position is for probably for Pearson.
Okay.
So Pearson and so Pearson architecture will have this Java, Spring, asynchronous programming using completable feature, and Kafka as well, and then microservices, API gateway. Yeah. So this is the architecture, and this is the technical things we need to know. Okay. And programming wise, yeah, you need to do some practice on programming also.
Yeah,
How to write a different microservice. Let's say there's already existing microservice and you're writing another microservice.
Mhm.
So how you have to take in factor the advan the already you have to use the existing microservice in your microservice. That kind of programming can be asked. So those things of things you should know, and basics also. I think you need a little bit. You can make it more strong. You are good in that, but you can make it more strong in that. What is the use of functional programming? What is the actual use of Spring? So yeah, you should be able to. Yeah, you should build your understanding on that line also. Okay,
Sure, definitely, Amit.
and yeah, that's it from my side, Rohit. So now you can ask your questions also, Rohit. Yeah.
Sure. So I just want like little curiosity on the project wise. Like it's I already work with the like insurance, health waste, and this is the automobile. So may I know like little bit like the project for hiring, which the hiring is going on, like
Yeah, it's a
which domain?
Pearson project.
Okay.
Pearson is a Pearson is a publication company, and it has schools, it has online classrooms, online exams, so all that kinds of thing. And it is a huge scalable, it's a huge application. It actually serves a lot of users, right? So scalability is also important as such, and like Kafka provides scalability and durability, right?
Yeah,
So
correct.
those things also, those factors are also important to understand, make your understanding stronger in these areas. Okay. So and then this project is all about backend. So
Backend.
the role is for Java developer,
Okay.
uh, and so I can tell this much as of now, right?
Yeah,
And
that's
what else? What else you will need? Yeah, as a yeah. So any other question, Rohit?
no, like mostly like I was worrying about like the tech stack like the project is using, but like it's almost similar. Like right now we are using the Kafka
Yeah,
and all, and
Spring Java Kafka,
yeah,
asynchronous programming. Yeah, using completable future. Yeah, that's
yeah,
it.
sure. Yeah, Amit, I'm good now.
Yeah, so there will be next round from the parent company, which is Manuh.ai, and then actual client round will happen probably. So this is what the typical process here.
Mhm.
Okay, so that is what is the next step.
Definitely, like I'll focus like on the core stack you mentioned. So yeah, thank you, Amit. Like
Sure. Sure, Rohit.
Yeah.
So if you have no questions, then we can wind up for now, and then I will see you later.
Yeah, sure, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, done now.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay. Bye bye.
thank you, bye.
Good day. Bye.